What if you tried to dig a hole straight through the earth? At first, it might seem possible, but after just a few feet, the soil becomes packed so tightly that digging gets much harder. Keep going, and you'll hit solid rock that no ordinary shovel can break. A few miles deeper, the heat rises beyond the boiling point of water. Around 20 miles down, you reach the mantle, where rock is so hot it slowly flows. And long before you ever got near Earth's core, the crushing pressure would end your journey.
Before you say, I just keep digging until I reach the other side of the earth, let me ask you this question. What do you think would defeat you first? The heat, the pressure, or your own shovel? Believe it or not, none of those are even the biggest problem. What fascinates me about this idea isn't that it's impossible, it's why it's impossible. People often imagine the earth as a giant ball of dirt with a little rock underneath. But that's nothing like reality. The deeper you go, the more the planet starts behaving like a completely different world. Almost like you are traveling to another planet without ever leaving this one. The first challenge isn't even temperature, it's the rock itself. Rock buried deep underground has been squeezed for millions of years. It becomes incredibly dense and strong. Even the massive tunnel boring machines we use today struggle with certain types of rock. And those machines require enormous amounts of power, constant maintenance, and teams of engineers. So, if you were planning to show up with a shovel and a dream, well, your dream probably ends before lunchtime. Then comes the heat. Many people assume the center of the earth is hot because it's close to lava, but that's only part of the story. Our planet is still releasing heat left over from when it formed more than 4 billion years ago. On top of that, radioactive elements inside the earth slowly decay and produce even more heat. It's like the planet has a genetic natural heater running around non-stop. The deeper you go, the harder it becomes to cool either yourself or your equipment. But here's the part I think most people underestimate: pressure. Imagine stacking thousands of mountains directly on top of your head. That's the kind of force the deeper layers of Earth experience. Under those conditions, materials behave in strange ways. Rocks that seem completely solid near the surface can slowly bend and flow over millions of years. That's why Earth's mantle isn't a giant ocean of liquid lava. Most of it is actually solid rock, but the pressure and temperature allow it to deform very slowly, almost like extremely thick toothpaste moving over geological time. Now, let's imagine, just for fun, that we somehow invented an indestructible drill that never overheats, never breaks, and has unlimited energy. Sounds like we have solved the problem, right? Not quite. Every meter you drill creates more challenges. The hole wants to collapse because the surrounding rock is under tremendous stress. Groundwater can flood the tunnel. Toxic gases may escape from underground pockets. Your equipment needs oxygen, cooling systems, power supplies, and a way to remove millions of tons of excavated rock. At that point, the digging itself almost becomes the easiest part of the mission. In fact, humans have already tried to dig as deep as possible. The deepest hole ever drilled reaches only about 12 kilometers, which sounds impressive until you remember that Earth's radius is over 6,300 kilometers. That's like barely scratching the skin of an apple and claiming you're halfway to the core. Even with decades of work and advanced technology, we couldn't go much farther because the rocks became harder and behaved differently than scientists expected. So, is there any realistic solution if we truly wanted to study Earth's deep interior? Surprisingly, yes, but not by digging all the way down. Scientists use earthquake waves to see inside the earth, almost like doctors using ultrasound to examine the human body. By measuring how those waves travel through different layers, researchers can estimate the composition, temperature, and structure of places that no human will probably ever visit. To me, that's the most amazing part of this whole idea. Sometimes the smartest way to explore isn't by forcing your way through nature, but by understanding the clues nature already gives us. Earth still hides countless secrets beneath our feet, and we have only uncovered a tiny fraction of them. So here's my question for you. If technology had no limits, would you volunteer to be the first person to journey toward Earth's core? Or would you happily stay on the surface? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.